Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of our players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hands thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings, who for the most part are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. I would have such a fellow whipped for o'erdoing termagant. It out Herod's Herod. Pray you, avoid it. Be not too tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, that you o'erstep not the modesty of nature. For anything so o'erdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end was and is to hold the mirror up to nature. Go. Make you ready. Okay, this speech, Act 3, Scene 2, this is Hamlet's advice to the actors, who in a couple of moments are going to be playing the mousetrap in front of King Claudius. This is Hamlet's strategy to try to catch the conscience of the king, to try to figure out whether or not his uncle really is guilty of his father's murder. But I kind of look at this speech as maybe the most personal to Shakespeare, the playwright. First off, it's not written in iambic pentameter poetry. It's just written as prose. So you can kind of imagine Shakespeare himself delivering advice like this to the actors in his own company as they're going to perform one of his plays. I mean, his advice is basically, don't overdo it, but don't underdo it either. You've got to make it appear smooth and natural. Here's the paradox, I think, behind acting. The actor knows the entire speech, but he's got to make it appear that the character is making up these words on the spot, the way you naturally do in a conversation with your friends or your family. So the advice here is, all right, look, don't overdo it, but don't underdo it. Suit the action to the word to the action. You've got to make it appear kind of natural as you deliver your lines. Now, Hamlet here has kind of taken on Shakespeare's role. I guess he's sort of the writer, producer, director of this version of this play. He's written down some extra lines that they're going to insert into the play, and Hamlet says to the actor, if you mouth it, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Basically, like, if you mess this up, I'd rather the town crier go out and read my lines. So he's taking a certain amount of pride in the words that he's written for this play, and he's like, look, if you can't do it right, I'd rather just, have the town crier go out to the town square and, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, the way they made announcements before radio and television. So this speech, I think, is really probably very close to Shakespeare, the playwright's heart, and the pride that he took in his own words in crafting these situations and telling the actors to try to do it in a way that seems natural and smooth. So when you go out and you make your own Shakespeare Hamlet video, try to follow this advice. Suit the action to the word to the action. Try to find the right balance. Make it seem natural. Go. Make you ready.